So folks, the exit polls are out. What you see is the exit polls more or less matching the opinion polls. If you watch Godi media, especially like the Z and the, all these Chaudharys and all that, you could see their long faces. It was all about debating and about this stuff, and within 15 minutes it all vanished and it started focusing on Pakistan. What do these things tell us? The one thing it tells you, and the one that really came close to what we are all thinking, is the India Today Access poll, which showed 122 to 140. Kharge and everybody else also seems to be thinking 135. The Godi media has no choice but to play it down. Why they play it down, I'm not so sure. I guess it's just in case EVMs work, and just in case some last minute miracles have happened. They don't know, so they want to cover themselves. But I'm seeing this exactly what happened in Himachal. Himachal also very similarly, the Godi media just went about telling you about how it was a close fight, a cliffhanger, etc., and it one tarfa towards the Congress. Now a lot of people get up and say that it was only a 1% differential, but do remember, last election, the vote share differential between the Congress and the BJP was 8% plus, which means that the swing was 9%. That's equivalent to a wave. And that's why the fact that EVMs could also not be manipulated because of OPS and the people manning the studios were fully vigilant, as they're expected to be here. The groundswell in Karnataka, from what I've heard, is very similar to one in Himachal, with the further advantage that unlike Himachal, which is a pure Hindu belt, it's not true for Karnataka. Karnataka, a lot of Alpsankhyaks, right, 12% almost. And then you have Kharge's community, which is the Dalit community, the OBCs, it seems that the Vokalingas and the Lingayats have Saint Mardi at Congress quite substantively. So I am seeing the upper end of Axis poll, which is 140. Even though the Congress and Kharge think it's going to be 132 odd. Supriya Shunate, on the other hand, who was always on the ground, thinks it's going to be closer to 150. But it's a very Himachal-like situation. I mean, these opinion polls are very Himachal-like situation. But the BJP, people say that will the BJP have a sagma lagega ki nahi sagma lagega. BJP ko koi sagma nahi lagne wala. Modi is already in election mode. This is an election GV. Like Andolan GV, these guys are only election GVs. They only work on election. That's the only thing that amps up their testosterone. That's the only thing, they're running all the time only. So he's out there in Rajasthan, and again, but Dev Gehlot nailed him. Because one, he mentioned that now Rajasthan has overtaken Gujarat. I didn't see Modi's face that day. It was kind of really, really hilarious, right? But I expect that the Karnataka results for once will basically change the narrative going forward. It's now going to be about muddas. It's going to be about unemployment. It's going to be about prices. It's going to be about peace, stability, and it's going to be about a whole bunch of things. It's not going to be, it just seems it's not going to be about Bajrang Bali. It's not going to be about the Ram temple, which apparently is going to go up by Jan. It's been amped up already as that's going to be the game changer. It's not going to be a game changer. Because remember, neither Hanumanji nor Ramji is going to help you fill your stomachs. Just nothing. It's just not going to happen. So I see going forward, as you said, this was a struggle of the Godi media. They don't know how to put this right. You have exit polls give edge to Congress in Karnataka. Give edge, and this is Hindustan Times. But what's the reality is what Indian Express says, right? So this was an Indian Express, right? And look at the number of people. Indian Express puts it right. He says 73% turnout in assembly polls, which is higher than last time. Karnataka exit polls forecast clear advantage to the Congress side. Now you have this News 24 who's also coming up close, plus minus 11 takes one. Then also News 24, like he also can't figure out what to do. And so actually at these exit poll, people who can't do it shouldn't be in it at all, right? But here's the exit poll that I think is going to work, guys. So you can start totaling up. When we look at Hyderabad, Karnataka, which is 30 seats, right? You see BJP 4 to 7, you see Congress as 22 to 25, and you see JDS as 0-2 and others as none. Now this, in Hyderabad, Karnataka, also very important to see if Congress is having such a large play, and if these results play out, you have a situation where Telangana should also be worried, right? The next to come to the really other big one is the Mumbai, Karnataka. This is the part that borders Maharashtra. This is where Bomai went and changed the name. This is where Maharashtra came and put its own scheme in, and people here are really, really concerned. And this had gone large the other way to BJP the last time, and this flipped. So there are 50 seats here. So BJP is 15 to 18, Congress is 31 to 34, and JDS is 0 to 1, and others, maybe independent, 0 to 1, right? Then we come to coastal Karnataka. Now this has been the hub and the nursery of Hindutva. This is where all these guys have gone. Hijab thing, the hijab issue started here, the halal issue started here. Everything that happens, this is where if religion and Bajrangbali was going to come into play, it was to be here. And you would have expected, if that's working, that wiped out, right? But here again, out of the 21 seats, BJP is at 11 to 14. The higher end is all showing a loss of 4 seats. So religion didn't work here either, right? This, of course, if everything plays out. And Kharge, who spent an inordinate amount of time in this region, 7 to 10, they've gained 2 or 3 seats, right? Almost double what they had. They had only 2 seats last time. JDS, nothing. Okay. Now then, let's come to Old Mysore. Now, Old Mysore is again a large belt flip and a lot of work done here. And you have 56 seats. It's sort of a big section, right? Guess what BJP is expected to get here? 2 to 5. Congress 32 to 35, and this is a big JDS belt. So they managed to retain a semblance of power. They were not expected to do that. The bottom hasn't fallen off as far as JDS is concerned, but it doesn't look like that they're going to become the kingmakers that they were earlier. They get 17 to 20, and the others just 1, right? And now, so there are 5 sections, right? Now we come to central Karnataka, right? This one was Old Mysuru. Then let's go central Karnataka. You have 35 seats. BJP gets only 6 to 9. Congress gets 25 to 28. And JDS 0 to 2. Large flips towards the Congress. This is all showing Vokalingas. They've made a saint in. Lingayats, definitely they've made a so the BL Santosh, who's a Brahmin, was trying to flip. And this seems to be the BJP RSS thing. Win the election in the name of OBCs and then install an upper caste or a Brahmin there. And this was all BL Santosh's game, and I don't think Shatar liked it. That's why he moved, right? And the final one is Greater Bangalore. Now, Greater Bangalore is the one where the BJP and the Prime Minister with his cavalcade and like a king's wrath whizzed past, right? Guess what happened there? 32 seats, they're expected to get only 8 to 11. JDS 17 to 20. No, sorry, Congress 17 to 20 and JDS 2 to 4 and others 2, right? Now, when you total this whole thing up, 224 seats, BJP is 46 to 64, Congress is 134 to 152, JDS is 19 to 29 and others is 0 to 4. This, folks, probably is what's going to happen. I personally think that this is going to probably stop between 145 and 150. At least the way we heard and seen all these incidents of women throwing saris and abusing the BJP and throwing them back, and the way the cylinder was being kind of worshipped, the gas cylinder. So here is it. Day after is the final results. We don't know what's going to happen, but this probably, folks, is what it is, and you will see that first time it is going to change the narrative. Also going into Madhya Pradesh, it's going to change the narrative of the opposition parties who are waiting for the results of this to see how strong the Congress is before they hold this whole meeting in Bihar. So hey folks, let's see where it happens. Exit polls, opinion polls. Is it going to go the way of Himachal went, or is it going to go the way the Gujarat went? We don't know. Because at the end of the day, till both those boxes open, nobody knows, folks. Nobody knows. 3 cheers and Jai Hind. Let's hope it's the victory of democracy and the Constitution.